TenThumbsPro.com, coming at you with another lesson, and today we're breaking down Tears in Heaven, the full-blown style, alright? If this feels advanced for you, we did an easier strummer version, links below, but if you're ready for the challenge, and I think you are, we're going to do it today, alright? I'm going to have all the tabs on the screen, all the lyrics, we're going to play the whole song together, everything you need to get this tune, but if you want tabs that you can print out and follow along, you can get them for this lesson, including all of our previous lessons and our future lessons by becoming a Patreon. That starts at just $1 creation, caps as low as $1 a month, but you get some other goodies if you give a little more. 10 Thumbs t-shirt, Skype lessons 101, maybe if you want to figure out how to make this kind of style your own. But if you came just because you're really feeling that, that's cool, I dig it and I respect it because it's super tasty. All you need is that ukulele brain attention span. When you have those three things, follow me on in and let's break this lesson down together. Come on. Cool, so I'm going to have to quote Samuel Jackson on this one, baby. Hold on to your butts. Here we go. So we're going to break down the intro first, okay? The intro is also something we're going to see as an interlude later in the song. Let me play it for you one time and then we'll break it down. Okay? So what we're doing here is we're starting off with this little riff, index finger, 4th fret of the C string, and I'm going to hammer onto the 6th with my ring finger. And then that's going to be on the offbeat, like 4 and, because you want the 1 to come down with your middle finger on the 5th fret of the E string, which is an A note. We're going to hit that note 2 times. It's going to be like, and 1 and. Then we're going to hop up here, 4th fret of the A string, and we're going to hammer onto the 5th fret and pull off like this. And from there, because we're doing that with our pointer finger on the 4th fret, and we're hammering on and pulling off with our middle finger, because then our middle finger is going to drop down to the 5th fret. Okay, so far we have nice and slow. Alright, then we need to go up to our E chord, and our E chord is going to bar the 7th fret of the E and the A with our pointer finger, and then our middle finger on the 8th fret of the C. So it's going to go 8, 7, 7. And you're going to reach up, and what I'm doing is I'm playing the C string with my thumb, and the other two with my pointer and my index. Okay, so really slow up to there we have. Alright, and that's on the 3rd beat. After that, you're going to use your thumb on the C string, and then you're going to use your pointer and your middle finger to pluck both the E and the A. 3 and 4. We're going to slide down and make an F sharp minor, which is going to be 4, 3, 1. Alright? Okay, so up to there we have. Cool, so that's the first bar. Now, continuing, we're not going to play on the 1st beat, we're going to play on the off beat, but we're going to keep the same shape, and we're going to go and, well, 1 and 2 and. Thumb on that C string, and these 2 fingers on the E and the A. That's something you're going to see repeatedly, alright? So, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to make this shape here, which is like an F sharp minor, even though it doesn't have an F sharp note, and it's actually kind of an A triad as well. That's going to be 4, 5, 4, and that's going to go 3 and 4 and. So just that bar would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Up to there we have. We're going to make a D chord, which is the same shape as our E chord, just down 2 frets, 6, 5, 5, 1 and 2 and then we're going to play the 4th fret here and then 5, 5, and this is going to function as an E suspended 7 chord, which is cool, and we're going to go 1 and then we're going to change it to 4, 4, 5 for the 4th beat, 4 and. So that bar will be. Oops, I accidentally added an extra note in there that we're not going to need. Okay, so up to there we have. Okay, so, oh, I do need that fourth note. Oopsie daisy. And then we just need that last bar. We're gonna make this A shape, and we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And when you get back to that and, you're gonna have 4 hammer 6. Okay, so that's all the intro. Let's play through the intro together from the top. Medium pace. Okay, and then we get into the verse. Okay, so good news, the verse has a lot of similarities. So through up until that D chord, it's actually the same. This will all be the same. Okay, so we're the same up to there, but instead of going to that E suspended 7 shape, you're gonna go and make an A chord and just 3 and 4 and then you're gonna add this cool little riff at the end that sounds like this. Alright, so you take your pointer finger, first fret of the G string, middle finger on the second fret of the A string. You're going to pluck the two at the same time, and then the open E string. 1 and, that'll happen again, 2 and. Slide the pointer finger to the second fret, ring finger to the fourth fret, 3 and then pointer finger fourth fret, ring finger on the fifth fret, 4 and. Okay, so that from that D chord, just that new part would be 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright, so just practice that piece. Once you feel comfortable with that, let's put it all together and we'll play through the verse together. The verse will sound like this. Okay, and now we are flying into the next part. So actually I might have referred to all that as the verse, but we're going to call it the chorus. Even though there's a lot of repetition in this tune, it's not really a verse-chorus format, but we're just going to label that to help you guys with that, okay? Alright, so moving forward, let's take a look at our verse, I guess, the piece after this. Alright, so this is going to be, I don't want to say easier, but there's going to be less hammering on and pulling off and some things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that F sharp minor shape again that goes 6, 5, 4. But this time I'm also going to mini bar 4, 4, 4 because I'm going to need the fourth fret of the C here a little bit. And the phrase is going to go, you're going to play all 3 of the strings, 1, and then you're going to go into this and 2 and 3 and 4 and kind of vibe. Okay? So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But after the fourth, on the and, you're going to play after the fourth beat, you're going to play the fourth fret there. Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then from there, we are going to make like a C sharp shape. Really, really, really cool that they got this chord in the song. So it'd be 5, 4, 4, and the same rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and guy pushing a cart on the street that's selling avocados, and then an F sharp 7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We'll play those 4 bars together up into there. It would look like this. Okay, and then we get to this B minor 7 shape. Once we get here, we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Everything normal up to there. Open E string and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so from that B7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, and then you would go back into the intro because the intro serves as a bridge. So okay, so let's play this whole little part together. So that would be the intro, the verse, or the intro, chorus, and verse. The only thing we need to do now is touch, well, we have two more things. We need the outro, but that's pretty simple. We're gonna touch on the bridge, okay? So this finger picking pattern, let's go over the chords because you're gonna see these chords in more traditional chord shapes. C, G, A minor, D, or E minor, as well as an F sharp minor and an E7. Okay? So the finger picking pattern is going to go 1 and 2 and. And what I'm doing is I'm using my thumb on the G and the C strings and these two fingers again on the E and the A, and I'm just going down 1 and 2 and. And that happens on each shape, C, G, A minor, and D, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we get to the E minor, same thing, 1 and 2 and, D on the 3, 3, and G on the 4, 4. Okay, so the first half of the bridge is the second half of the bridge, the first three measures are the same. C, G, A minor, D, G, D, and then it's going to go E7 this time instead of E minor, and then instead of going D, G, you're going to go down on an F sharp minor, and then an E7, okay? Okay. So then after that, we're going to get to the solo. Now the rhythm for the solo is going to be the same as the rhythm for the intro, okay, or the bridges. But we want to learn the tasty solo lead part. It sounds like this. Okay, so there's still some similarities and some things we've already seen. What we're going to do is we're going to point our finger 4th fret of the A string, hammer on and pull off on the 5th fret down to the 5th fret of the E string. And then you see you're using these two fingers, your ring finger is free. You get that ring finger on the 7th fret of the A string and slide to 9. Oops, there it is. Back to 7, and then 4. Okay, so that's the first phrase. Would you know my name? Okay, and then the next part, sliding middle finger 4 to 6 on the C string, and then pointer finger grabbing the 5th fret on the A string, and we have a double stop using 6th. From there, we're going to use our middle finger and our ring finger to go to 4, 4, 2, 2, and then we're going to remove our ring finger and put our middle finger on the 1st fret and play 1, 0. And then slide 2, 2 up to 4 really quick. And then back to 2, 2. So the double stop riff would be. Alright? And they would play 2 times, or they would each play 1 time apiece. So that whole puntejo, that's Spanish, the whole solo would be. So we just need the outro now. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at the outro? The outro is going to be a combination of the bridge and the verse, okay? Cool. So the first 2 bars are going to be like the first 2 bars of the verse, but when you get to the actual F sharp minor 7, you're going to let that ring out. So it's like. So up to there, everything the same, and then you go 3, 4. So that first half. All right, and then you're actually going to go back to the B minor 7 from the end of the verse, like. that Tears in Heaven part. And this little is that Here in Heaven part, okay? And then you're actually going to just repeat the entire intro after that. Start to slow it down, and then you get to the A and you just strum a nice open A chord. Okay, so the entire coda would be okay? And then you got all the pieces to the tune, okay? So now what we're gonna do is put the lyrics up and try to play through the whole thing together from the very top. It's gonna get a little epic, all right, my friends? So you better, like, again, with my Sammy quote, hold on in them butts. So let's take it from the top. Okay, so from the very top, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. was the whole play along, a little choppy. Thank you so much for watching, and that is the entire video, ladies and gentlemen. Cool, everybody. So there was the whole thing. TenThumbsPro.com. Thank you so much for watching. Think about becoming a Patreon again. It will accelerate your learning and some other goodies over there. And until next time, just keep on loving life, keep on playing ukulele, and keep on writing songs, and keep on having fun, all right? TenThumbsPro.com. You have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves.